Morning, morning. Good hump day morning. Oh my God, let me tell you what. Tech issues, holy crap. Got them sorted out somewhat though. Good morning, how you doing? Welcome to the shop. What's up, Bear, Lenore? How you doing? Temperance, good to see you. Faceplant, morning, morning. Hey man, I don't know man, tech issues this morning. Apparently, when you try to change the title for the YouTube stuff through OBS, Stream Elements has a fit. So I've been sitting on here in the last 15 minutes trying to get it to change the damn title. That's it. It wanted a whole new mess of reauthorizations and everything, and then it still failed. Like, fuck. So, I don't know. I left it alone, and hopefully that'll make it not derp out on us. We'll see. We shall see. Oh man, what a start. It's like a Monday. Is Monday take 3 maybe? I don't know. Something like that. TDS should be working. It broke too. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know why Stream Elements changes their days for authorization. If they would keep it the same every month, then it would be fine. And then I know what to expect. But no, they want to change it up. Craziness. Craziness, I tell you. Today, we're going to work on some more knives. We're also going to work on the map a little bit today. And once my wife decides to go to work, we'll pull out the Tormarmac and work on that as well. So I need her space. Not sure what's taking her so long to go to work today. Alrighty, let's get to it. Control cam, please. What's up, old turtle? I don't understand that language, my dude. Angry Rook, not first. Man, you guys keep using like exclamation points and stuff, making me think the TDS is not working. On Monday, we were working on an EDC. We still need to work on it some more. We got the bolster on, nice clean integration. I am pleased with that. Still got to get the rest of the handle on. So we're going to work on that today as well. Yeah, I am really pleased. Feel like it's a little up on the back end here. Might beat it some more. We'll see. What's up, Corey? Okay, so TDS is definitely not working. Go see what's going on. Gotta love tech issues. I mean, it looks like it's working. I wonder if the speaker bot needed to have some reauthorization stuff too. That would suck ass. Because I don't remember how to do that either. Some bitch. What's up, Yukon? Dear Lord, why can't we get it to work? They did do an update to the TDS. And I would hope that that's not what caused the problem. Ah. Somebody say something for me. Let's see if we got it fixed. Hello? Hello? Bueller? 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 I know. Early in the morning, don't want to say anything. Alright. Try turning it off and back on again. Did you know that always works? Which integrated throwing system? I think they got way too many options. One option, work. Two options, work, don't work. Call it good. Should work. By all accounts, it appears like it should work. From what I can tell. Maybe I should just go back to bed. One of them days, just go back to sleep. Fuck it. Morning, Willie.
This is a test message.
Test message worked. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I guess TDS is just not going to want to work today either. Seems to be about par for the course today. Roll cam, please. Seems about par. Nothing wants to work. Why, on the day after tax day, nothing wants to work is beyond the fuck out of me. No clue. Yep, multiple times. Restarted it multiple times today. Multiple times. right? And everything says it's connected. 7 out of 7. Good to go. I don't know, chat. We'll just keep moving forward. I will do my best to monitor the chat today. Clearly, TDS does not want to work. Tired of fighting with it. Clearly, that's all I've been doing this morning is fighting with this shit. Nothing changes between the days. Nothing changes. Same freaking setup as yesterday. And yet it doesn't want to work today. Did work on this knife a little bit yesterday. Did a little grinding on it. Getting it ready to go. Need to get its handle sorted out. So far, so good. Have to get to some random streamers getting our chats. Jesus, hopefully not. Fortunate. No, my guess is it's got to be somewhat connected to the login stuff. And I don't remember right off the top of my head where the login stuff is for the streamer bot. I was able to find the one, but not the other. And even though we logged into it, nothing seemed to happen. I mean, there was an update on Monday afternoon that I updated it with, but damn thing couldn't have broke it. Stop wiggling so much there, Belt. Right? Seems like it did, Robert. Seems like it did. Not getting a good connection in the middle. Seems to be connecting on the outside, not the middle. Well, we crossed over the middle part of the month, so we went ahead and reordered steel. So hopefully that'll be on its way. Got to see my doctor yesterday. That was pretty good. Yeah, Kick doesn't work. TDS doesn't work on Kick at all, really. That's because they use their own bot, and I don't use their bot. You get donuts, Yukon? Yeah, must be nice. Must be nice. Oh, not usually? So I did most of the profiling on this knife yesterday. Today we're doing grind line cleanup and a little bit of thinning. Still trying to thin it out a little bit more. I'm gonna make sure I don't have a real thick edge. The primary goal, of course, to make it into one wicked ass knife. As you can see, I pulled it out of the water. That means I left it in there overnight. If it wasn't already heat treated, it would have rusted like crazy. But since it was heat treated, so that's the glory of the stainless steel that I use. Man, why can't I get my TDS to work? Don't understand. Connected. Connected. Just so many iterations here. Bot website. What the fuck is that? I don't know. Something else. Check in the mail. Something. No, still not working. Still not working. Yeah, no, this morning, man, I had to fight with OBS. It did not want to come up at all. I mean, it finally did, but still. That's my TDS. Making me upset. Getting on my nerves. Need my teeth yakking in my ear. Hopefully it's that update that they did. If it's their problem, then it's not on my end. If it's on my end, I gotta try to figure out how to fix that. Readjust the platen a little bit. Get tired of it wiggling too much. La la la. Didn't take a whole heck of a lot. Ideally, you want the belt to be on the center. Big wheel up there. Well, it would be considerably too. It runs right in the middle. Looks about right. Go over just a little bit more. There. Pretty damn close. I think we'll run with it right there for now. See how it goes. Got a 2-point connection. This big thick joint and a little tinier one in there, and this holds it on. You also got your spacers for your platen. I added an extra spacer to mine so that I could get it over a little bit more. So far that seems like it'll work. Putting the Allen wrench back, we don't put the whole package of the Allen wrenches back. It's a Monday. Don't let the day fool you, chat. It's definitely a Monday. Monday. I did get some packages out yesterday. Temperance, your thingy is on its way, as you know. Also sent a package off to GCD. Let me try to set these back up. Morning, Blizzy.
Run away in utter fear, for Bluesy, the goat milker is here.
Morning, morning, morning. Feel too bad. My TDS doesn't want to work today. No TTS. Despite being online and operational, it just doesn't want to work. Who needs safety in their shop, right, Chap? Exclamation point play is open. Feel free to enter. I guess this way we can have a lot of one-sided conversations. Maybe the world's saying I need to work on my reading skills. Morning, Kim. How are you? Did you get anything fancy for your rank, Corey? Their top 100? You get like a skin or something? Extra attaboy? Well, the appointment went pretty well, Kim. I was hoping that I wasn't going to lose my doctor. Yesterday was my neurologist. I laid it out all on the table for him. Explained to him what the shitty ass government is doing, trying to do. And sure enough, they're tracking messages with OWCP in their system. Referrals mainly. They're not gonna approve those referrals requests though. Being an existing customer already. At least they shouldn't. And he did say, yeah, he's got no problem taking it out. So, yeehaw. Face plant. Welcome back. Corporation. I did update the battle map yesterday. I have not counted out the points yet for April. I want to try to find time to do that today. The rules are changing for the World Domination Game Chat, as we discussed before. We're going to move to a first in, first out method. Simplistic math, as it were. Meaning when you attack a zone, if it's got 1 point in there from somebody else and you attack it with 1 point or more, you will automatically take it. There's not going to be any of this ties, adding additional points to the zone. That cluttered up the map like you wouldn't believe and started causing some major point nightmares. At the end of every month, we will still do our counting up the points of the zone's controls, and I allocate points based on control. And we will still have our point degradation every quarter. So after we tally up the April points, you can see that the map looks a lot thinner. These are the current points. everybody that's down in Antarctica has been staging for this month. I haven't added any of the April points to the map because I need to calculate up the quarter being the first 3 months of the year. And then we will get the April stuff put on hopefully Monday. Hopefully Monday. So I need to, right now it's at the stage where I can calculate who actually owns what zone. And then we'll add those points to the door. Then we'll do our degradation, which is a 5-point degradation every quarter. Means if there is more than 5 points in a zone, then at least 5 points is going to be removed from each zone. So a lot of zones that have just 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 5 will now become empty. So you folks can get in there and get yourself some points again. I'll get those calculated up to date and get you guys a picture up on Discord this afternoon. Who'd have thought that going down to Texas would just throw such a big ass wrench in all my plans? One little trip, man, is all it took. Lord Cookington, thanks for the lurk. One tiny little trip. Bunch of other factors in there too, I'm sure, like the starting of the business. Thankfully, I haven't gotten sick yet this year. And that always causes a massive wrinkle, doesn't it? I pulled out the Tormarmac a bit yesterday also. And I think I have finally figured out how. Yeah, that's right. GCD's fault, Rook. I think I figured out how to use one of the tools on there. Had a major breakthrough learning moment yesterday. Between me and YouTube, man, getting that shit squared up. Getting it squared up. Stuff ain't working for me. I'm having to crank this screw all the way over, and I shouldn't have to do that. do that shit. Didn't have to do it. I think the integration of the Tormarmac is going to actually make it a lot, make me a much better knife maker. The sharpening. I've already started to notice a increase in skills. You know what they say, right? You learn more from a single failure than 100 successes. What's up, Hud? Good looking pictures, man. Appreciate you throwing them up there, and I'm glad you finally got your holiday knife. This is a half a year later. Finally get your 2024 holiday knife. Right? What I'm really doing is I'm polishing the grind line on this knife. Making sure that the major deep gouges are taken out. When I go to do my hand sanding, it should make it that much easier. Motherfucker keeps wanting to go further and further to the left. Keep shifting on me. There. Bye, sweetheart. Have a good day. Curvature is something else. That's all we need. Is all we need. Can you imagine if I had a massive workshop? Debris and dust, it would accumulate. Got a crown on there, but about time to think about putting a spare wheel on. Got an extra drive wheel this last time just in case. If we put that one on, we'll send those other wheels back for resurfacing. Wanted to make sure I had a spare. True, Corey. True. True. Saw a thing on, was it TikTok? Apparently they're saying that Trump is raising the minimum wage to $25 an hour across the board. Like, Jesus. See this right here? I noticed it just a second ago. That'll cause some problems. Not having a nice straight edge on the other side. That belt's done. Yeah. Oh, I'm taking it with a grain of salt, but can you imagine that he raised the minimum wage to $25 an hour? Holy crap. I don't know about where you guys are at, but nurses in Kansas, that's basically their wage is about $25 an hour for an RN. If they raised the minimum to that, these companies aren't going to raise the rate for somebody that went to school for, what, 2 to 4 years. Because they're greedy little shits, in my opinion. Cleaning up my plunge line a little bit here. Best done on slow. All right, Corey. Now, one of the reasons I look into it is because at some point I want to bring on employees to my company. I want the sharpening to grow and I want to be able to bring people on to help me out. Need to get the website squared away and finished up. Get the scheduling system working right. Understand the books a little better. Bunch of learning going on this year, folks. For me, anyway. My stock's temperance. Poor guy. Is he even that old? It's not that old. Not even that old. Going through and clearing out these belts. Apparently today is clear belt day. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. We are going to run it. Marbles. Marbles. You folks over on YouTube, if you want to partake, you will have to be on Twitch. There's no integration for it on YouTube or Kick for that matter. Morning Bear fan. The marbles. Exclamation point play, get you in there. 1 minute, get your balls on the track. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can't believe I can't get the TDS to work. What's the mute TDS setting? I think it's muted. Is it by chance? 30 seconds left. Get them on there.
Damon what?
Ah! Ah! All right, which one of you fuckers muted the TDS?
Koresh, turn it off and on.
3 seconds. 2, 1. My lord.
Damon,
I don't even
you
know
did.
where the command is. I don't know how to do that.
HUD-as-1 LOL.
I don't know how to mute my own TDS chat. I have been complacent in learning my mods powers. Bet you it was Carl.
Koresh, hope everyone enjoyed the silent morning.
Damon, you might have done it by accident.
Dub fan so nice when it was broken.
How was it?
The other
Nice.
Bob Ha FFS.
Easy.
HUD-as-1 at Debirfan85.
Is in the lead. Hey, at least it didn't store messages and then all of a sudden
Rook so
decided to start
peaceful.
working again.
Damon at Koraish, hey, it let me get out there about teddy bear without having to also hear it.
Bad splat.
Stink pig alalalalalalalalala.
Corey Ash right.
Willie! He's in first so far, followed by Hud and Scissorman. What we got left?
Blue, hey, hey, hey.
No winner be Willie. Congrats, Willie. Willie, exclamation point here if you are here. Followed by Hud and then Corey. Mr. 314.
Blue 5th. Not bad.
Go. Man, it's nice to have my TV. You know, you don't miss it until you don't have it anymore, right? Wait one play, that'll get you into the next map. Take a break. Take 'em, break 'em.
Willie, thanks.
Roll cam, please. Alrighty. Got a nice little stubby nail thickness along our blade edge.
Willie, how's the knee?
Not too bad. I was able to ambulate a little bit yesterday without the brace, but I don't know. It's just sore. I think it's because I'm fat. That's the main reason. If I wasn't so fat, I wouldn't put so much strain on it.
Willie, pleasingly plump.
I have a new wheel coming for this bad boy. Overly excessive in my book.
Blue, no, John, you are not fat, you are big boned.
Is that it? Big boned. Definitely boned for sure. This is our jackery. I've been using power on it because I want to try to get it to below 50% and then I'll recharge it before Saturday. Guess it'll slowly drain. Got 99.8 hours. I'm not sure what the whole deal about the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth is. Probably should have read the book. I'm always never reading the damn book. A couple of new different additions. I added the magnet on either side there. Went down to Depot and grabbed those. Grinder, please. It does get like a little film in there every now and then. So, got a magnet, get it coming in going. Hopefully it'll help keep the grunge off the wheel as much as possible. I just got to remember to swap it out. Control cam, please. You just gotta swap it out.
Blue, you can use an app on your phone to remotely monitor the jackery if you connect it to Wi-Fi. Blue, I believe.
That'd be cool. One more thing for me
Blue
to
might be
monitor.
another brand.
It's been an hour. Let's make sure that the troll is. Yep. See, this is what happens every hour. About every hour, it stops. I have to hit play again to bring it back online, and then it's good to go for about another hour. So I am learning more and more about this Tormarmac with every use. This block is pretty interesting. I might need to order another one just to make sure. I've already started to gouge this one. So the 1000 grit, this side here, is to make the stone smoother. And as you can see, I've already started getting gouges in the stone. A lot of that has to do with me testing, trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. And there's a slight raising that you can feel with your fingers. Now, it works a little better when you have plenty of water. Got a partial bottle left. The magnets are just perfectly positioned where it's
Troll King
close enough
sounds
to the
like you
wheel,
need a
but not
diamond
a whole
shaper for
hell
the
lot.
wheel to keep it true and straight.
Yeah. What's up, toy? I have not figured out yet where to get one of those diamond truer thingy. I was thinking about just going and grabbing one of them diamond blocks from like Harbor Freight or something. The dude on YouTube, he uses some kind of metal sheet with the diamond plate on there. I don't know exactly how that works, but I did try putting the my big eraser on here to try to clean up some of the crap on here.
Corp Diamonds? You think this guy is rich? Like using bottled water in his Tormarmac rich? Wait.
Wait, is bottled water not the way to go? I thought that's how everybody did it. Feels pretty straight to me. I got no freaking clue. But you can feel it get a little rougher. That was one of the things I did yesterday. Is I put the 1000 grit side on. I'd put the 220 grit side on. And I think all it does is it compacts the wheel. Maybe takes off a little bit, and it just makes it a lot smoother. It doesn't seem like it takes a lot. So a little bit goes a long way. I don't exactly mind jacking this first wheel up. I figure it's going to be a learning curve as is. I noticed that it gets a little rougher when you put this on there. Now the diamond, I guess, apparently works better than this tool. I just don't have one of those diamond things. With the tool we got, this is the tool I got. I have noticed that it doesn't seem to suck up as much water as it used to since the initial use. Could be because I'm pretty much putting it in water every day. Need to get some more of this, whatever hell it is, paste stuff. Polishing compound. Been using toys knives as my test subjects since he was so gracious enough to send them back to me. They get to be the learning tool. Isn't that right, toy? Guess it's about as much as he's wanting to take. I guess after the initial, it's like not near as much, maybe. Trying to figure out what this toy and tool is. Thinking it has something to do with the leather, but I'm not really sure. I mean, putting it on the stone is going to be a bad deal because it's plastic. And plastic, the stone is just going to eat the plastic. I'll have a field day with it. But sure, I'll figure that out one of these days. Not? Well, yes, not. I have pretty much figured out this tool, whatever. This thing works in conjunction with this bar. Typically, it seems like 14 inches is the angle you want to aim for. But the knives, well, let's just say the knives, depending on the thickness of the steel, will determine your angle for you. And then if you want to modify it from there, you've got to put in a lot more effort. One of the other things I realized, so you see how this knife here got its angle like that? Well, you want the angle of the knife to be as flat along the blade edge as possible. So even if you've got a slanted knife, then you've got to slant your clamping tool to compensate. Right? And you want to have as little of the clamp on there as possible, but so it's still a challenge. I'm still trying to figure out the best way for me to clamp down and maintain my angles for it. And you want to make sure it doesn't come out. See, like that. Fucker just came right on out.
Troll King, they are called wheel dressers to true your grinding stone.
Oh, is that what they're called? So then the next step after you get in this, right? You got to make sure that this matches your wheel, which mine is an SG 250. So I put it to 250. But I think as time moves on, this wheel is going to get a little smaller and smaller. So you've got to figure out the depth of the wheel. Now I would love 15 degrees, but the way it works is this flat part here has got to be flat on your knife, your blade, your angle of your blade. And they start it right in the middle. I don't know if this camera's going to show it for you or not. So I've let it free range, right? The bottom part has got to be on your wheel. You want it to come down to the stone, and you don't want any gap. And so that's where the problem lies with this knife, is because I used a super thick steel, and there's a massive freaking gap. Right? That's not all of it. That's not the whole story. You have to use this other knob right back here, height of your blade, to help get you as close to as possible an even heel. Which is just wild. It's wild, Jack. Oh, by the way, it can't be touching your tool. You're going to start grinding your tool off. So. So in essence, what I've been doing with these knives is changing the geometry using the grinding wheel, which is of course eating up the grinding wheel like crazy.
Troll King, so have you been raiding the thrift store for knives to practice on?
I have not. I have not. I went down to the gun show this weekend. So now that we've got this set up, it looks like we're at about a 13 degree on there, which is not great. Now I went down to the gun
Cyberdial,
show.
we gonna sharpen bullets next?
And now I was looking for the TSA guy. So TSA, they do a lot of collecting of confiscated knives and scissors and shit when people try to go through the airport. He wasn't there. And he usually has a lot of cheap knives and scissors I can scoop. He wasn't there though. It was sad. Cost $12 to get into that damn gun show just to see if somebody was there, and they weren't there. What's up, Cyber? Get our wheel back in there. I think we're gonna need some more water though.
Cyberdial day, sir.
Troll King, but Loza got a bag?
Yeah, Lisa got a bag. The bag person was there. I don't know, man. These tactical guys, tactical bubbas, the supply stores, they seem to get the nice looking bags that Lisa likes. Could be that she just has a thing for bags. So now that we've got our angle right, make sure that it's nice and tight so it doesn't come up. What the sprinkler system spraying my jackery, little fucker. So put this back here on the back end, put my thumb there, hands on there, and we dive bomb from the back end. Now I probably shouldn't be going forward and backwards, but I don't know, it just feels comfortable for me, so I do it. Probably take quite a bit of time because we are changing the angle of this knife. When it comes to the tip, I usually lift up. By lifting up, it helps get me that angle that I want in there. So lifting up and then slowly bringing it down, pushing it across. You should be keeping count of how many times you do it. Eventually what you'll start to feel is a sharp burr on the edge. Because this is such a thick knife and we're actually trying to reprofile it, it's going to take a little minute. Pushing too hard there, Johnny boy. Sometimes my hands, they don't like to cooperate with each other. There. We are getting there. The Tormarmac is not a quick sharpening system. Not when it comes to thicker reprofiling of knives. Typically you'd want to do that on a grinder. But since I'm still in my learning phase on the Tormarmac, I'm okay doing it the hard way to start with. As you know, the knives that I do on my grinder, I do a full flat grind, right? So the full flat grind, well, the Tormarmac is doing a hollow grind because it's a wheel, right? So it's actually creating a hollow portion along the blade edge. Depending on how steep my angle is, will determine how steep the hollow grind is. So Chad, I'm figuring out how to do the hollow grind stuff as well. Yay! As you can see, we're already starting to clean up those lines. The one thing I've noticed I'm having trouble with is the heel of my blades. I'm not exactly sure if I'm not pushing down hard enough, or maybe my angle is the actual grind when I created the knife. It's something I need to do as far as pushing down on the back end, perhaps. I don't know. One of the things I'm working on trying to figure out. Could be my handle is too close.
Pantry Elf, hello.
No, Pantry Elf. How are you today? Sorry, I didn't get to see much of you at the meet and greet. I understand that you're working. Lots and lots of work. Good to see you for the short moment that we did.
Pantry Elf, it was so great to see you and your work close up.
Yeah, my cameras, they don't pick the pictures, and the cameras, they don't seem to do the knives justice. Need to get some better cameras. Except for these steak knives here. These ones are jacked up pretty good. I think it was the customer's fault though, not mine. Isn't that right, Toy? Alright, let's take a look.
See Robert TV, no camera will do the justice. Always have to see it in person. Pantry Elf, your knives are incredible. Doc knows it's on my Christmas list.
Hey. Billy, thanks for the follow. Grinder, please. Okay, so we are going through and reconditioning this knife. If you remember from a minute ago, how janky the edge looked. Creating a new bevel line. This back end is not cleaning up right. Now what I can think, only thing I can think of is my handle's getting in the way. See those marks right there? So the handle is getting hit by the wheel. So I might need to start pulling my handles back a little bit more and reveal a little bit more of the ricasso. Same issue on the other side. So we're recreating this entire bevel, but we're not able to get the rest of this crap here on the end because I think my handle's getting in the way. Isn't that wild? but it's reprofiling it quite nicely. I don't know if we can get the edge to show for us. And I don't want to put it on my hand because I don't want it to cut me because it's already getting sharp. But it's reprofiling the entire angle of the knife. And what it's doing is, because we angled it the way we did, it's bringing this, the grind lines, the blade edge line, in par with the steel line. Yeah. This will be the last time I use such a thick steel to make a small knife. I've learned that lesson. Learned it. And yeah, it's starting to get sharp, chat. It's starting to get sharp. We've got some burrs starting to form. Now burrs, that shiny silver bit along the blade edge, if I can get the camera to focus, it sees something outside its view. It's like, I'm gonna focus on that. I don't want to focus on what you want me to focus on, John. See that shiny bit right there along the blade edge? Those are the burrs. Now they're very slight. We want a hell of a lot more in order to make a sharp edge. That jaggedness is what you stroke off to create your blade edge. The Jackery makes exceptionally sharp knives, chat. And once I figure out how the best way to integrate it into my knife making, we're gonna have even better knives. 110%. Roll cam, please.
Dub Fan and Pantry Elf. Koryash, my Jackery only powers things. You got a fancy one if it's sharpening knives.
Oh, Jesus. I mean the Tormarmac. Man, I don't know why, man. I got 3 on the brain, baby. My Jackery powers the Tormarmac. My Jackery has no problems powering the Tormarmac either. And I could probably go, my guess, 2, maybe 3 weekends at the farmer's market without having to recharge this thing. I only had like 83-84% left on the Jackery when I got done with it this weekend. So I used about 15% at the farmer's market, and I ran it damn near constant. I am going to try to stream again Saturday for you guys. I'm going to do my best. I don't want to promise I'm going to be able to make it work, but I am going to try. Now the metal bits on the wheel here, I've got to figure out a way to get these off. I think they're interfering with my ability to sharpen the knives. Could be wrong.
Blue set it up during a stream at home.
What do you mean, Blipsy? Oh, you mean the internet?
Blue,
Yeah,
so you can get ready to stream from the market.
Seem to have worked. Try that. When I go in, I'm lifting up, right? My thumb is firmly on here, holding it down. Fingers on here, and I'm lifting up. I'm not trying to angle or go left or right. I want it flat and up when I dive into it. Slowly bring it down. Trying to get my timing right.
Pantry Elf, what's the average turnaround time for, say, a chef's knife?
Well, Pantry Elf, I am exceptionally slow at knife making. I don't know if it's just because I just take too much time to do it, but usually about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've gotten everything I needed for it ready to go. I actually have commissions disabled right now. However,
Pantry Elf, you're not slow, you're exceptional. That's way faster than I thought it would be.
Thanks. When it comes to my knife making side of the house, I'm typically only making knives for content on Twitch. Okay. So that means you guys don't, if you're here every day, then you won't miss the step-by-step of the knives that I make. And you're gonna probably laugh at me, Pantry, but my entire goal is to never sell a knife ever again, only to give them away to either my Ko-fi supporters or as giveaways, monthly giveaways and yearly giveaways on Twitch. That has always been my goal. It's not that I can't sell custom knives, it's just that I've always just wanted to give them away. I found out that with the start of the business that I've done, the sharpening business, manufacturing knives underneath the business is not going to work for insurance purposes. So JRK Knives, my sharpening business, doesn't make knives for sale. Not right now. Doesn't mean John won't make a knife for somebody. To laugh because the distinction is just foreign to me. The distinctive difference. I'd say if you're not in a hurry, Pantry Elf, to consider
Flossy morning, John in chat.
the
I
Ko-fi
hope y'all
support.
are doing well
Morning,
this
Flossie.
Wednesday.
Every June, July, I do a allotment for VIPs and legendary supporters off of Ko-fi
Tweet,
for knives. So if you're not in any hurry, which honestly, when it comes to custom knives, waiting is not exactly a bad thing because they get better and better every year. Legendary supporter on Ko-fi will get you a knife of your choosing based on the supply and quantity in my shop. Any type of knife. Any type of handle material, as long as I got it. You got the material, and I've got a lot of material. The VIP supporter on Ko-fi, you get the knife that I pick every year. This year it's a utility blade, a 5-inch utility blade. Slots are limited because I can only make so many knives a year. If you were thinking about wanting to get in on that, great time to do it, especially for 2026 coming up. 25 allotments will be going out here in about a month and a half. Once we get the handle material made, we're doing a blue burl for the VIPs. Didn't we do that last year too, though? Not the same.
Corey Ash using up all my burl.
Flossie's burl. And she provided the cottonwood burl for us. Yeah, it's that handle part, man. It is getting in the way. That has got to be it.
Corp, do those burls have a fat bottom?
Probably not.
Flossie, I am glad you are getting good use of bits of that old tree branch.
Man. Yep, surely am. The question is, my magnets are working right. Maybe I got them on backwards. Oh, they're working. Yeah. Okay. Might need to clean them off a little bit more frequently. See, ideally, these little magnets will capture the majority of my metal flake. Another magnet on the other side to keep it in the container for me. It does its trick. It does the job, at least on one side. Because I'm using the grinding wheel to reprofile the entire blade edge for this knife, which I shouldn't do. I really shouldn't do that, chat. I'll be using my grinder to do it, but since I'm still learning on it, I don't mind taking a little extra time and effort to see the hard mode side, because it is going to make my sharpening that much better for my customers. By putting in the effort and the time now to know what it is I'm doing, I'll be able to troubleshoot any problems I have. This little fine powder, this is the stuff on the sand block, on the block itself, coming up. I filter it. If I get like a charcoal filter, maybe a coffee filter, if I could reuse the water, filter out all the impurities. That would be nice. Still need to figure out a way to get all the metal that's ingrained in the wheel off. Could be it's just because of this wheel. I'm gonna take a break though. Go inside, get Mr. Poomin, bring him out. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. You folks over on YouTube, make sure you mash that subscribe button and turn off the alerts. You don't want to get the alert.
Flossie, I don't think you will ever get all the metal out without making the heel smaller.
Makes sense. I stream pretty much, what, 3 to 6 days a week.
Toddy morning John and all.
Morning, Toddy. How are you, bud? Also on
WFO
Kick,
morning,
hit that
Toddy.
follow button as well. Looks like we got the Twitter up. We got an hour and a half on there. Get your likes and retweets out there. Help grow. Help us grow. Do you like the shape of this knife?
Toddy work yeah no.
Got a fat tip, man. Fat tip in comparison. Give me a nice little slicer though.
Blue tweeted. Damn near 8.5-inch blade. Holy shit. Whoopsie. A little longer than I expected. Should have factored in a choil. Maybe I was meaning to put a choil in there and then I just didn't. And that's why we got an extra 1/2 inch. Huh. Anyway, I'll be back here in a moment. Grinder, please. Grinder, please.
Coriash scabbard.
I shall return momentarily, chat. Give me about 2-3 minutes. Glad we got TDS working again. I'll be right back. Exclamation point play.
Coriash, we can fix that.
Right. I have returned. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. Morning, Bravewood. Roll cam, please.
Bravewood, good morning.
Exclamation point play. Get your balls on the track. Come here. One of these days we can do without the leash. There you go. Right. Let's get the game up. 1 minute, 1 minute. Starting now. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Morning, Comic. Good to see you. Landry, what's up, buddy? Oh. Marbles. Marbles. Folks over on YouTube and Kick, if you want to participate in the marbles, get you a chance at some Sin Coin. My Sin Coin's used on the Sin Shop. Get yourself some dice or dragons or video games, or more importantly, tickets for my monthly knife giveaway. These marbles games are just one extra way that you get some extra coinage. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Here we go. And they're off. Commander Wolf. Let's watch Commander Wolf. See if he wins. Got off to a great start there, Commander. $126, huh, Corey? Watch it go backwards. Don't know exactly what's coming up next. Looks like there's a big funnel coming
Corey
in.
Ash rank shaming isn't cool, John.
How is that shaming? You're doing really good. Oh, without Scissor Man and Kimmy. I don't have any rank. Oh, Steve. Is that a cannon? Looks like a cannon. Whoosh. No! You lost Commander Wolf. All right, Toy, you're up. Bonk. The bongo one. Willie!
CMDR Whoop Rip.
That's Willie. Like 2 in a row, isn't it? Didn't you win the first one too, Willie? Let's see if Toy makes it. If he falls down the hole. He made it! Yay, Toy! All right, Toddy. You're last up. Toddy. Uh-oh, here comes that flame. You better hurry up. Get to it. The bongos. Good job. What the fuck?
Toddy
You make it
rolled
all the
faster.
way to the end, and then don't
Troll
even make it
King
in the
Yippee.
bucket. What the fuck?
Toddy wow.
Congrats, Willie. Exclamation point here if you are here. Willie, Willie. Willie going once. Willie going twice. 3 times sold to Hudaz, 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 Hudaz. If you're here, exclamation point here. Hudaz, Hudaz, Hudaz going once. Hudaz going twice. 3 times sold to Temperance, 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 Temperance. If you are here, exclamation point here. Temperance going once. Temperance going twice. Oh, there's Hudaz. Oh, Corporal. Holy Corporal.
Hudaz won, haha.
Corp got it.
Thank you, Corp. I see. God, exclamation point play for next time we take a break. Control cam, please.
All right. Get back to it. Hello, Pullman.
Corp, okay, all you 3D printers out there, does anyone have the file to make small eggs maybe 2 inches tall that you open at the base and inside is a hand flipping the bird?
You want something silly like that? Do you not like the Easter?
Diode, I just flip people off personally.
Out?
Diode, dear God, John. I don't want to alarm you, but there is a bloodthirsty wolf in your garage.
Yeah. I know. It's okay. Apparently my garage is slanted. My table. I knew.
Diode, that canine is gonna rip your leg off and beat Corp with it?
I hope not.
Braidwood, quick, find a knife.
Seemed rather rude if he did.
Diode, brave. Knives are weapons. John doesn't believe in violence.
It's true. Unless it's like a ribeye or a cooked T-bone, I'll chop that bastard up and throw it in my belly faster than you can blink.
Braidwood, I just told him to find one, not use it violently.
Koryash just playing I Spy.
Diode, oh. I told him to shank a bitch.
Seems to be working a little better. A little bit off though, still. And I think we're gonna just keep nicking
Diode,
that
are you
handle
figuring
off.
that thing out?
I am. I am.
Corp, as slow as you have that thing going, you could Fred Flintstone it.
Diode, here is my advice. Add vodka to the tray. It cools the blade and absorbs through your skin.
He's great plan. Except anybody that drinks at 6:30 in the morning should probably seek professional help. Whether it's absorption or consumption.
Diode John. Don't be silly. You can't drink all day if you don't start early.
Corp, good thing you never see Lisa make her coffee with a splash of buffalo.
Damon, except John doesn't drink alcohol.
I did notice that the Buffalo Trace
Blue, I drink at
Cream.
6:30 in the morning. Coffee.
is now in the fridge, chat. It is in the fridge. Which means he spiked one of her coffees at some point, and I didn't see it. She's holding to the story though that she hasn't opened it yet. I'm like,
Corp, probably that morning she went to the market.
Diode Tempe. John claims he doesn't drink because he butt chugs his vodka.
Coriash, it's damn good stuff.
You know, I make some really sharp knives on my grinder.
Damon, I wonder if that is a way to
this
drink
guy-
without the sugars.
This guy scares me with how sharp these fuckers get.
Corp, buffalo delish when?
The CCD. That's his recipe, not mine.
Coriash, it's sweet, but not terribly sweet. But also, alcohol is all sugar. So won't work if your point is to get off of sugar.
Diode, I feel the same way on my jig, John. There is something about fine grit and the same angle the entire time. Diode
got a,
Corey, do not
a
tell me
Tormarmac?
how to butt chug my calories, brother.
You got Tormarmac, man? You got Tormarmac? What's that one that you got, Corey Ash? Can't remember the name of it.
Corp, you heard it here. Dio goes for vodka tampons. Coriash, what you butt chuck behind closed doors is your business, Dio. Koreash, what's that, John?
You've got a sharpening system. You were talking about it the other day. It's not the Tormarmac, it's not the Work Sharp. There's another one out there that you liked. Lansky, wasn't it?
Diode no. I built a jig on my grinder. Run it in reverse, really slow, up to a high grit and then to a leather strop.
Corp Jinzu. Koreash, I just bought a couple of cheap whetstones.
Diode Corp slices, he dices, he makes mounds of julienne fries.
Damon, specially considering looking at your tasting notes, chocolate is not one of them.
Koreash, I figured the old world style of whetstones was fine to learn, without getting into a full system. Koreash, Ethiopian beans are so good.
Oh, Bravewood, I haven't
Diode
forgotten
Corey, I think
about getting you
whetstones
that
are the
picture.
best way for most versatile and personal use for sure.
I ain't forgotten about you. Get you that pic. I am just I'm doing the best I can, Chad. I am going in 15 million different directions all at the same time, it seems.
Bravewood, I am pretty unforgettable.
I'll tell you one thing I'll never forget about you kids you say you got. Holy shit.
Diode John is busy trying to get his OnlyFans career off the ground.
No. That is a big nope.
Damon, hey John, give that dog a cookie.
Give him a cookie. Did somebody deem a cookie? Oh, why didn't we hear the redeem sound?
Corp, that redeem is still missing.
Damon, no one can the redeem win poof.
Or why?
Diode, I would redeem the shit out of it.
Helpman. Let's go take a look. See what we got. Under settings, maybe? Viewer rewards. Channel points. What's going on over there?
Corp, just send me 10k coins and I will make John give him a treat.
Yeah, it was disabled on the things. So maybe...
Diode, you will not get one grimy sin coin from my cold dead hands, sir.
It should show up now. You might have to refresh your Twitch window. It should show up.
Who let the dogs out? 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 Who let the dogs out?
Grinder, please. Get that here. Yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna show you this real quick. Okay, so if you remember, we had it really janky. We got most of the jank off. Yep, but the grind line is very steep, mainly because it's a thick knife. So it's been reprofiling the entire blade on the Tormarmac.
Diode, I wish I could get the jank off myself.
Now, the grind, of course, is at 220, so I'll have to change that. You can see, we still got the issue on the heel,
Damon much wider bevel.
and it's still clipping the handle fairly good. So I think a lot of that has to do with just how thick the steel is. Got most of the jank off here on that side too, but it's very wide. You are correct. So it's reprofiling the whole blade edge. This will be the last time I make a knife that thick. That is a thick piece of steel in there. So thinner is for me from now on. Now, even though we haven't stropped it yet, I'm thinking this thing is going to be pretty sharp. It's not exactly where I want it to be on the heel. The heel is really dull in comparison to the blade edge. You can just feel that edge. Roll cam, please. Jasper. You want biscuit? Biscuit? I get some more biscuits. Is that good? He's like, I want another one, Dad.
Damon,
Another
has
one.
he lost weight?
I don't think so. Doesn't seem like he's lost weight.
Diode, have you lost weight?
Me?
Koryash must have. Hasn't gotten biscuits in forever.
Such a mess.
Diode, have I lost weight?
Comic tweet 5.
Tweety 5! Tweety 5 is alive, right? Making it into
Koryash
the bucket.
7.
7. Uh-oh. The magic number right there, chat. So I didn't take any pictures myself, but Byron, he made new coffins. He finally, chat, he finally did it. He finally listened. So this is the coffin that he makes, right? 3D printed coffin. Got a nice little textured interior and whatnot. And you can see his link down below on Twitch, Shredder 3D. Go check it out. Go check out his super-sized coffin.
Flossie,
His bigger
those are
coffins
cute.
hold sets of dice. I told him that he just needs to like make this a little taller, like about half an inch taller, or elongated or something, just to keep the ratios right. And you can fit an entire set of dice. As it stands right now, this won't. It'll hold like D6s without a problem, but like a D20 or D4, it's too tall, or the dice too big for the box.
Coriander, now that's a great way to store some dice.
He made some larger versions. Man, they are so awesome. So freaking cool. He finally did it. I've only been on him to try to make that into a dice mold or a dice holder for over a year. And he finally did it with this last viral TikTok.
Damon, the
that
Machi mice are cute AF.
He had a viral TikTok. Apparently, the black version that he has is selling like hotcakes. Selling like hotcakes. So he brought them over yesterday, but I forgot to take a picture. He took a couple pictures. You might be able to find him if you go to his site. He has told me he's going to get me one, and if you don't find it today, when I stream Saturday, I'll show you them. But I'm sure he's going to have them sit on my desk or on my table. Because I got the dice. You better have him have some dice. I need to paint more dice. I was talking to him a bit yesterday. I was like, man, should I even bother putting dice on my
Damon,
website?
does he have a cat named Machi?
He does. Moki. Shredder 3D.
Damon Machi.
That is Moki.
Damon Mochi.
When I tested it yesterday, his larger coffins will hold at least 3 sets of dice. And I think we took 2 pictures of it with
Damon,
at least
don't
2
blame me for TDS not saying it right. I spelled it right.
Big TDS.
Troll King still waiting for you to send more.
Yeah, I know. I've got tons more to send too. I owe you a set of dice and a dragon toy, so there's a good possibility I'll put those in a box for you. I need to get them in baggies, separate them out into full sets.
Damon, he has the bigger coffin on his site, but it's only in one color for the larger one.
Yeah.
Troll
That's
King, my son needs painting work.
the big coffin is brand new. He literally just printed out the first 2 yesterday.
Damon, yeah, he only has gray and brown color themed on the site. The Gothic black is not available yet.
Yeah, he's having, he's got to get more black in. With orders from
Diode, can I get
the
a
black
link?
side. Pimpy, can you throw a link down? I thought it was the, is the link down below on Twitch? If you scroll down a little bit, not going directly to his site, or is that just Tic Tac? When we meet our weekly sub goals, he's the one that has provided me all the little 3D goodies for it. 3D goodies. He also made all them dragons that are on the Sin Shop. He did send me the file for the dragons.
Troll King, we can separate them into separate sets after they are painted if you'd like.
No, I'll put them in baggies. That way I know when I send them to you that they are in set. So if I get them back and they're not in sets, I can yell at you some more. Is that okay with you?
Koryash lol. What a gem.
I know, right? Here, let me do some free painting for you, John. Oh, and you want to bitch at me? I see how it is.
Troll King, sure.
I was actually talking to my wife last night about getting a paintbrush from her. Thinking maybe a paintbrush would work better than a Q-tip if I started doing the painting. It just feels like you got a lot on your plate right now, Toy. I guess that's one of the main reasons I haven't sent you anything.
Troll King, just make sure they are really nice and clean when you send them. Corp pack them in some sawdust maybe.
Rice? Put some rice in there? I think this Saturday I'm going to take my
Or we
apron.
can still keep trimming off the flashing and sand them down.
There shouldn't be that many of them that need that. I'll double check them though before I send them. Alright, we're going to do an edge test now.
Corp wonder if you could 3D print the numbers as on part and then put that in the mold and cast them.
That's how that one lady does it. She has the dice shape without numbers, and then what she does is she puts them back in and then recasts them with numbers with her her font. Don't get me a line. I don't even remember who it was. I think notching. I'm changing it to the 1000 grit so I can see if I can clean up the grind line. Before I polish it. I haven't actually done a whole lot with the 1000 grit portion. Tells me it's important though. They wouldn't offer it. Let's polish a little bit. See where we go. Definitely puts a nice polish on there. Show you what I'm looking at. Grinder, please. Okay. So we did polish it up.
Probably put a little too much polish on there. Something. With the 1000 grit, cleaned up the blade edge, and then of course the polish. I'm not getting the polish on all right. Probably not putting enough pressure, perhaps. Still have our issues at the back end. For the most part at this point, it's about appearance. That's shining it up, but we still have our grind lines on there.
I'll tell you what I mean. Roll cam, please. It is sharp. It is super sharp. But it's about the appearance right now that I'm working with. And I've already cut this on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this way or not. So it is, by all accounts, sharp as fuck. But, grinder please.
To me, that just looks like ass. It's just me. So, to me, fit and finish is another big part of the angle. Although it does look a lot better than it did when we first started. Of course, I got to clean up the handle now because of nicking that. Then there's something going on right here, right in the middle. Also, it kind of looks like we've got a divot
Going in the middle here.
Corp, it looks like I tried to sharpen it.
Looks like you tried to sharpen it, but no, it was me. I did it. Yay! Roll cam, please. Good thing we're remaking this set of knives, right? Oh man, what are you doing? Why don't you get around and explore, dude? No?
Corp, so can you clean that up with the workshop now?
I will probably need to clean it up with the hand sanding part. I'm not wanting to do hand sanding right this moment. Probably need to coat this guy with like some mineral oil or something. Keep him from going horrible. Work on our EDC for a bit. soft. The wind is going nuts. We need to math these guys up. Where did my... Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Put them somewhere. Fiddlestick. Okie dokie. Ah, they're there. They were somewhere. I'll get the points tallied up tonight on the contest, and then we'll have that updated. And then tomorrow, you guys will be able to place your April points on the map. Your strikes, your Damo strike. Oh, and you guys will get to meet Dirk on Saturday. Dirk is a good dude. I like Dirk. He is the husband for one of my wife's friends. Said he would like to help out. Oh, okay. Told him it absolutely pays nothing. At least right now, it doesn't. Hopefully, the sharpening will start taking off during the week, and it'll get to a point where I can't keep up with it myself. And I can start bringing on employees. He'll be my very first one, more likely than not. I moved to an employee model. It'll be just a side hustle for him. This dude lined up, taped up. Definitely like this side of the hackberry better. I know he's a right-handed gentleman. I'm thinking he'll appreciate that on the right-hand side. No, I would. Making this for my wife's uncle. We'll be able to miss them wormholes for the most part. That'll be nice. I can square this up a little better. Let's make it straight. Smoking! So it's kind of awkward when you're doing it this way. So, grinder, please. Actually making this side, so this side up here, we got to make that angle, right? Go in. Roll cam, please. You're getting the reverberation on that, probably because of the wires on the power line. So of course you'll be for the We'll separate the wood here in a minute. Hold two together for me, baby. Because the hackberry is stabilized, it doesn't burn. Yeah, doesn't mean it doesn't get hot though. That's from the left side.
Corey Ash, I need to run a couple errands. Back for second stream later?
No. We won't have a second stream later tonight. One and done, baby. One and done.
Corperwood EDC, have you done this before? Corey Ash,
It's been a minute.
Then I'll likely see you all next time.
Bye, Corey. Have a good day, sir.
Corp, see you, Corey.
Yes, I have done a wooden handle before. Been a minute. The wood is the OG handle material, man.
Corp, I know we have done wood handles. I was thinking more the EDC style with a bolster and wood.
I think the last one that I made in the EDC style was a walnut handle. Well, we just put this tape on there, but man, it got super sticky. I don't know if I'm ready for summer yet, chat. Want to clean our angle up a little bit more. Hoping that this little disc has got a little bit more life left in it. Let's see, where did I put that big ass eraser at? There, not over there. Well, fiddlestick. I usually keep a spare, but the other one's hardly even used, so I don't really want to open up a new one. Don't always get what we want, though, do we? Son of a bitch, it's right there. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Figures. Figures!
Corp, we are going to have to commit you, now you have CSS too.
Super nice. Nice. Move this one up a little bit. Look a little bit more janky. It'll work. I do like my wood to be a little bit taller than my bolster, just for when we go through and start drilling holes and whatnot. You have one more step that I need to do before we can put this piece of wood on. sides from roughing up the edge just a little bit.
So we got a black liner on here, right?
Well, if we just
Damon,
put it
just
on
FYI, if you put popcorn kernels in your pancake batter, it does
like
not make them
this.
self-flipping.
Good to know. If we just did it like this, we would have the black liner on the inside of the tang coming up to the bolster edge, which would be a transition from wood to bolster without any visual change, even though we got the black liner in there. So what I want to do is add a bolster
Corp, try jumping
piece
beans
on the
next
outside
time.
here.
I want to, let's see if I can smash this down a little bit more.
Bolster still holding.
Corpman, hit that thing. Engage G-Prage core energy.
We're good. Not so much as smacking it, but just letting gravity do the trick.
Let gravity do the work for me.
Corp John, in the two birds with one stone category, have you made some for sale signs you could hang up on your tent for the Jeep?
No, I haven't. It's a great idea, though. It's a great idea. Look at Corporal. Coming in like the good idea fairy that he is.
Your vacation must have done you good.
Damon, was it a vacation or was it busy with work?
Corp, my brain is mushy still. Corp, it was one of the annual trivia contests. I slept like 4 hours in a 60-hour time span.
Damn.
Paper bit again.
Damon, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my hot chocolate, I mean coffee. WTF did I make again?
Your chocolate coffee. Nope, that one. Who, man? Be on the prowl. For whatever reason, the shiny bits don't stick as well. A little bit of rough up bits. Supposedly it's gonna rain Saturday. Not looking forward to that. Hoping it doesn't rain that much. Door.
Damon, oh John, you ready for the shock of your life?
The shocker, huh? Shit. Probably not. Whipping out the shocker on me, chat.
Damon, well, you are going to get it anyway. GCD is going to have the PC up and working by the weekend. You know, the one he got in November.
Shit. I'm gonna call bullshit.
Damon
when I
told ya
believe
it
it.
was shocking. Nope, he ordered all the stuff while I was on the phone with him last night.
Ordered it while on the
Corp,
phone.
you gave him a
with ya.
non-working PC?
I mean, he said he was an IT guy.
Damon, I gave him a working PC that he had to add hard drives to.
IT.
Damon, in a monitor or two, keyboard, mouse.
When we were down there in Dallas, there
Corpo,
was
yeah, those things help.
there was a store, an outlet store for Best Buy. They had stuff that was like super cheap. Super cheap. My sprinkler system running again.
Damon, all the expensive bits were there for him.
Stop. One second, chat.
Damon, why are we looking at your chest?
FedEx guy, shut up. And I had to restrain the Jasper. Restraint.
Damon, you mean the lawn potato who is a sweet, sweet boy?
Yep. He gruffles. That apparently scares people. Like a throaty gruffle. But his excitedness. And he ain't got a tail, so he wiggles his old ass, but still people don't understand the cues of puppers. Scares them. Alright, I'm gonna step away for a moment, chat. When I get back, we'll run some marbles and get ready for the next step. Grinder, please. Plus, I'm gonna go check that back inside. I'll be back here in a moment. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so.
I'll be back.
Perilous. Perilous moment. Perfect.
All right, I'm back in range. Thank you guys for your patience. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. Chat cam, please. Bring up the game. 1 minute. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. Game time. Get your game faces on. Play, 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 play. "45 seconds. 45 seconds. "25 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. Go, let's go. "10 seconds. 10 seconds. 2, 1, launch. This is a man, Mr. 2708. Yo, scissor. Kind of like this track. Wolf is out there. What are they? If it wasn't for all those dang tires getting in the way, you know? I think they last too long. When they knock over, they should be vanishing at that point. Commander Wolf is still sticking to his firstie. Now, how many more of these we got? 3 more? Flossie pulling up the rear. Ball really moves out. No, Scissor Man. You gotta make a move, baby. Make a move. Last little bit coming up. Be a close one. Neck and neck here. I think Comics trying to find a path. Temperance sitting right there. You're getting pretty close. Oh, Kim Thaidu went on the outside. Last little bit. Gonna be like a dog pile here. Fan. Bear Fan, he might have found a hole. Bear Fan found a hole. Good job, Bear Fan. Followed by Diode and Commander Wolf. Good job. Bob. Hello, Sunshine. Purple. All right. One more, and then that'll be it for the day. We'll end it here in a little bit. Exclamation point play. Going in on the last one. Chat cam, please. Doesn't feel like we got a whole lot done today, but we did do a lot on the Tormarmac. So that was nice. Got the Tormarmac squared away. Got a little bit of grinding done on the other knife. I need to do some hand sanding. I'll work on that this afternoon. And yeah. There's a possibility I'll be on later this afternoon, streaming a second time. I want to touch base with Lumen and find out what's going on with the scheduling and whatnot. And probably work some more on the website. If I get too entrenched into that, that'll be the one reason I don't. I don't have anything on my calendar right now. See, ideally what I want to have happen is when people schedule up a pickup and delivery for sharpening, it'll go to the calendar, a centralized calendar, and then I'll be able to take care of it. Because then once it's on the calendar, I know where I need to do, what I need to go, confirm whatnot, and then send it off. I did order a couple of goodies, so those are going to be on the way before too much longer, hopefully. But yeah. Troll cam, please. Getting pretty overcast. Also, I need to figure out why my sprinkler system wanted to try to water my grass a second time. I don't know if you guys have seen, but got me a new flag. Flag. Go ahead and prepare this dude for the weekend. I don't plan on using them again unless we get somebody wanting some knives sharpened. Maybe I should bring my wife's knives out. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Put them on the Tormarmac. Water trough. If there is anything going to live in there, it's not going to live very long. If you did the like and the retweet, please do an exclamation point retweet for me. You got some extra coinage. To get that Jeep squared off, get it out of here.
Danielle, what's your name on X?
Should be the same. Either Johnson or JRK9. It may even be both.
Getting this guy cleaned up. We're going to put him away.
Really happy I got this case. It's like the perfect size. I want to get a new, get some more of them tools, them clamps. Some point. I still like the Work Sharp. The Work Sharp works great for when I need to reprofile an edge with a higher grit belt. Or somebody's got like a janky tip that needs to be profiled. Let's see, 62%. We'll see if we can use up a little bit more before I should. Up and power it up this weekend. To dry out my janky rag. Put it up over there on the Jeep. Had that a little bit overcast today. A little overcast. Exclamation point play. Play, play, play. So I'm seeing 2,300, 4,600. That's it. Looks like it. All right, if you did the like and the retweet on the Twitter today, make sure you do exclamation point retweet. And 5250 is the highest number so far. And also, if you have not been active in the last 5 minutes, you will not get the point.
Cyberdial 6K.
Be active.
GG.
Damon, no, the highest is 6,000. Blue, oh
You
dear.
know, this is getting ridiculous. Corporal, I need that fixed. That is way too damn much. Way too much. You guys are getting rich off these hidden coins. That is just bullshit. Bullshit. If you have not been active, you're about to lose out on 6,000 points. Going once, going twice, 3 times.
What do you want as a
Out.
top payout?
Damon, what is the highest you want it to be then, John?
200 has got to be the highest. Check cam, please. Thank you guys for doing the likes and retweets.
Damon, realistically.
It needs to be by increments of 1. Because clearly you're doing it by the thousands or something.
Corp, I got 10 coins. Not sure what you are bitching about.
All right, who do we want to go raid? Who do we want to raid today, folks?
Blue dance
Seriously,
break.
thank you for doing the likes and retweets.
Damon
I appreciate
100s, actually I have the command up.
it.
Corp, you want odd numbers. I can do that.
Cheating. Cheating somehow. It's always cheating. He's doing his farming thing.
see here.
Blue Yankee.
Yep. Yankee is back at it.
Blue he is digging potatoes.
He is a farming king. He is farming it up, chat. Let's go hang out with Yankee. Yankee's a good dude. I'm glad his back is feeling a lot better. We can get back out there and do some farming work. I mean, not that it wasn't fun watching him play World of Warcraft. It really wasn't. But it's good to see him back out there in the field and feeling good. McDirt.
Cyberdial GG.
Thank you for the follow. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we will continue on with the knives. Well, I think we're going to actually put the EDC handle on tomorrow, then which means we will be able to finish it up Friday. So, also plan on working on some more chef's knives tomorrow as well. Not going to be doing anything else on the Tormarmac, I don't think. Not planning on it anyway. I think I'm going to give it a day. I'll probably pull it out again on maybe Friday. Play with it some more, but yeah. I am going to continue to work on the website some more tonight, so we'll keep going on that. But hey, let's go say hi to Yankee. Yankee is a good dude. If you're not following Yankee, make sure you give him a follow. Follow free. Follows don't cost nothing. And if you're over on YouTube, make sure you smash that subscribe button and the follow button on the kick and all the stuffs.
Danielle, we playing the game.
And I'll be
before
back
you go.
tomorrow. Till then, take care, stay safe.